Appreciate you guys coming to speak to the committee today, and thank you very much for letting me wave on. Just a few months ago, our nation watched in absolute horror while a Chinese spy balloon traversed across the United States of America, spying on our military bases, our country's infrastructure, just surveilling everything that China could take in as it traveled across the United States, and the Biden administration did absolutely nothing. And Americans were so upset. The outrage was unbelievable. And then finally, the spy balloon gets shot down over the Atlantic after China completed its mission, and come to find out, after they picked up the pieces out of the ocean, that they knew from pictures they were taking that this device was sending back images and information back to China. It's shock. It's almost unspeakable. It's unspeakable that this actually happened. In 2018, the Department of Justice announced the China Initiative to combat the CCP's relentless campaign to steal U.S. intelligence, technology, and cutting-edge research. Ms. Murphy, I share my colleague's shock that you haven't read the Durham report. So I'm not sure how much you know about the China Initiative under President Trump's administration, but I think it was very important, as well do many Americans who feel threatened by China. China wants to replace us economically, and they're doing a pretty damn good job of it. China wants to beat us militarily, and they have the fastest growing military in world history. So Americans that exist and live and pay all the taxes outside of this city truly feel threatened by China, and we're greatly appreciative of the Trump administration that had the China Initiative. In March 2022, even FBI Director Christopher Wray, who's loyal completely to the left and trying to go after their political enemies, admitted that the Bureau had more than 2,000 China-related cases and was opening a new China-related case every 12 hours. In spite of this, despite the clear need for a mission focusing on CCP threats, Assistant Attorney General Matthew Olsen ended the China Initiative based on accusations that the investigations under the initiative were excessive or racially biased. Ms. Murphy, you have quite an extensive career, and I would think you would understand the threats that China poses to us. Do you agree with Attorney General Matthew Olsen ending the China Initiative?
Thank you for the question. I think I agree. The threat from the Chinese Communist government is massive, and something that we need to take very seriously in all levels of our government and our private and public sectors. I think the China Initiative is something that was misperceived by our Chinese community against Chinese people. I think that concept behind the Chinese Initiative was to protect academic institutions and research from the Chinese Communist government. I think the things that we're doing to protect research in universities and innovation continues in that space. And if people are doing criminal acts or grant fraud, then we're working with those institutions to take corrective action or criminal prosecutions.
Well, Ms. Murphy, protecting our national security and protecting our country from everything, protecting our intelligence, protecting our technology, protecting America's interests has nothing to do with anyone's race or any type of identity. The China Initiative wasn't any type of anything to go against Chinese Americans. This was all about fighting the CCP. So would you agree that this initiative needs to be put back in place?
I would say that the work that we're doing in that area continues.
Well, I don't think it's good enough because obviously FBI Director Christopher Wray has admitted that more than 2,000 related cases have been opened, and now there's a China-related case every 12 hours. So I would say that you all are failing at your mission.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Yes, I yield back to Mr. Greene. Thank you.